Alright everyone, welcome back to my channel, Baseball Talk with Nick Morgan. Tomorrow, February 17th, 2021, pitchers and catchers report to spring training, which is so exciting because, of course, that means Major League Baseball is back. Within the past few days leading up to spring, there have been a lot of free agent signings. I hope to at one point cover them all, but for today, we're going to talk about the three most recent pickups for my favorite team, the New York Yankees, as they sign outfielder Jay Bruce, left-handed reliever Justin Wilson, and catcher Robinson Chirinos. If you guys are ready for this video, don't forget to drop a like down below, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Without further ado, let's get into all of these three moves by the New York Yankees. Up first is left-handed outfielder Jay Bruce. Bruce is 33 years old, and the Yankees have signed him to a minor league contract. Now, more often than not, when these guys are signed to minor league deals, once they get promoted to the major league level, if they get promoted to the major league level, they're not going to get paid a whole lot of money, typically $1 to $2 million per season, which is really pretty cheap. Now, the Yankees needed a left-handed bat in their lineup that is filled with right-handed talent. From top to bottom right now, 1 to 9 in the order, the projected opening day lineup, the only guy who's not a right-handed hitter is the switch Aaron Hicks, who can bat from both sides. So really, having this left-handed outfielder in case of an injury and you really need that extra depth is great for this Yankees organization. Now, Bruce did struggle in the abbreviated 2020 year. He had 96 at-bats and 19 hits, good for a 198 batting average, with 6 home runs, 14 RBIs, a 252 on-base percentage, and a 721 OPS. If we look at his career numbers, 5,930 at-bats, a 245 average, 318 home runs, 948 RBIs, and 65 stolen bases. Jay Bruce is not going to be an everyday guy for the New York Yankees, at least hopefully not, because if it gets to that point, that probably does mean a lot of injuries have gone down. But he's good to have at least as a depth piece on the bench. He can be used at any given moment, but because he signed again to a minor league contract, he gets that invite to spring training, which is starting very soon, and then could potentially get promoted to the majors. There's been a lot of speculation with this Jay Bruce deal. Yes, he has been signed to a minor league contract, but what does that mean for free agent outfielder Brett Gardner? Gardner came up with the Yankees. He made his debut with the team in the late thousands, won the World Series with this franchise in 2009, and has been a part of the team ever since. Now, for a long time, it looked like the Yankees and Brett Gardner reunion was very possible. For the past few seasons, they've been signing him to one-year deals, but right now, as they want to continue to stay under the luxury tax threshold, we don't know what Brett Gardner's future is going to look like, especially in pinstripes. Now, for me, that's a little sad because he's my favorite player, but right now, if Gardner does not sign with the Yankees, it may be either New York or retirement. So we'll see what happens. There are still a few days for things to pan out. Gardner may rejoin the Yankees. If not, who knows what the rest of his career will look like. The Yankees have also signed left-handed reliever Justin Wilson. Now, Wilson's contract is a major league deal, and we don't know the terms just yet for this specific contract, but this is a great pickup yet again by the New York Yankees. Wilson is going to come in and join Aroldis Chapman and Zach Britton as one of the only lefties for the later innings in New York. The Yankees have had a lot of moving pieces in and out of the bullpen this offseason. They traded Adam Ottavino to the Boston Red Sox for cash. They lost Tommy Kahnle as he signed with the Los Angeles Dodgers, and there's also a few other notable names. But on the flip side of things, the Yankees did bring in right-handed reliever Darren O'Day, and now Justin Wilson, who pitched for the club back in 2015. In the shortened 2020 year, Wilson pitched in 23 games, winning 2, losing 1, and earning a 3.66 earned run average. He struck out 23 batters in 19 2/3 innings pitched with a 1.37 whip. Now, the lefty has pitched in 480 career games with a 3.27 ERA, with 32 wins and 22 losses. Also in that time, he's picked up 18 saves, punching out 474 batters, 429 1/3 innings, and earning a 1.28 whip. In my opinion, this is an underrated move here. I think Justin Wilson does not get enough recognition out of the bullpen. Yes, his ERA is at 3.6 in 2020, 3.27 for his career, but Wilson is going to be joining Zach Britton and Aroldis Chapman again as one of the only lefties. It comes down to, though, in this case, quality and not quantity. The Yankees have 3 left-handed relievers. They've all had their fair share of success in the past and can put up some great numbers in pinstripes this year. And finally, the New York Yankees have signed catcher Robinson Chirinos to a minor league contract, just like Jay Bruce. Now, Chirinos and Bruce will enter spring training having to fight for a role on the 40-man roster. If not, they will start the season at the minor league level, then look to get promoted. Now, Chirinos is going to play a very similar role to Eric Kratz that we've seen more recently with the Yankees. He brings veteran presence to the dugout and onto the field. He might not be the best catcher in the game or even on the team, but just his knowledge about the sport and how he can work with pitchers is going to be very beneficial. In the 60-game regular season, Robinson Chirinos had 12 hits in 74 at-bats, good for a 162 average with the New York Mets. He also had 1 home run, 7 RBIs, and a 475 OPS. Throughout his career, 1,832 at-bats under his belt, 423 hits, 86 home runs, 269 runs batted in, 4 stolen bases, a 325 on-base percentage, and a 755 OPS. Now, that average is a little low for his career at 231, but again, Chirinos is going to be a backup to the backup, essentially. We don't know if Kyle Higashioka or Gary Sanchez will get the starting role as opening day comes about. We know Sanchez was on the decline in 2020. Higashioka really stepped up. Either way, Chirinos is number 3 in this catcher slot for the Yankees roster-wise, so we don't know. He may even start the season down at the minor league level, but again, signing with Chirinos comes down to just his veteran presence. It's not going to be for what he brings to the table necessarily talent-wise on the field. Those are the 3 most recent New York Yankees additions: Jay Bruce, Justin Wilson, and Robinson Chirinos. Now, Bruce and Chirinos, again, going to minor league deals. This is a huge plus for the Yankees because if Bruce or Chirinos does not make it to the major league level, they don't have to pay them a huge contract, and this allows the organization to stay as close to the luxury tax as possible. Of course, the main goal is to stay beneath that mark. Justin Wilson is a cheap yet effective signing at a major league level that will go ahead and bring some left-handed depth to the bullpen. He's a great underrated arm who I think will have a lot of success with the Yankees this year. But guys, that's going to end it for this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to drop a like down below, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think of these 3 Yankees signings. Guys, spring training starts tomorrow. I couldn't be happier. Major League Baseball's opening day is right around the corner. That's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Peace.